Mm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Oh, you know you make me float. Good morning, afternoon, evening. So that was an absolutely fabulous gym session. It is a Monday morning when I'm filming this, and Mondays are generally one of my busiest days, but I thought, why not talk through my training? So I feel like there's been a lot of training videos that I've been filming, and that's purely because I have been giving such attention to my training, and I feel like that's what's completely transformed my physique. And I was having this conversation with someone in the gym, and I was like, the mind to muscle connection, which I've been managing to develop, has propelled my training even further. And dialing in my routine, dialing in my nutrition, dialing in everything that needs to be done, making sure I'm super effective with the day, making sure that I'm efficient, making sure that I'm hitting all my variables, sleep, stress. Now, sleep did take a hit. Sleep took a hit for about 3 weeks. The first week I got ill and I was working a lot. Then I traveled. Then I was in sleep debt. So it's been about 3.5 weeks for me to get my sleep back on form. And I really see a correlation between my sleep and also how I feel, my hunger levels, foods that I crave. Obviously, I'm very self-aware, but also my training. Now, I also feel as if it's something that comes with time, and it's something that I've really tapped into in the last 2 years. And the attention to detail, which I've given my training, has been something that I've never given. I'd be open to say I've never been giving it before. And I now feel as if I have the capability to perform exercises to a level of intensity which I've never been able to before. And I also feel as if people just don't know how to drive, or people get too angry. I feel as if I now can really tap into how I should be training. And I feel as if someone who's been in the gym since they were 13, I have no fear to lift heavy. I like to lift heavy. I like to rip and grip. But was that positively correlated to the most amount of muscle gain and also the best mind to muscle connection? Not particularly. Was it a fun time? Absolutely. Do I regret it? Not at all. But now I think, you know, as you get older, you have to be really aware that there is certain I don't want to say restrictions, but you have to be aware. You don't want to get injured. You don't want to, you know, pull something. And as I've seen with my own friends, it's something that's so easily done. And I love the gym, but now I feel as if I am unlocking a new potential in me and unlocking a way of training that I feel like I've never done before. And it's super exciting to see my physique progress in a way that I haven't seen it progress. I can already preempt my holes in my physique, and every time we finish a 24 week of pushing food, I can see when we pull back a little bit, if that be a 6 week pullback or an 8 week pullback. We all know I'm Hashimoto, so the first 2 weeks nothing really happens, but once my body starts to get moving and grooving, when we did the last pullback and we dieted down 60 kilos give or take, I could really see holes in my physique. So now with my programming, I feed that back to boss and I say, this is what we need to work on. This is where I see holes in my physique. And that's exactly where my training has been focusing on. And I know for myself now, with the reduction since November 25 of 4 training days, so we've got leg days Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and an upper body day on a Tuesday. It can be on a Saturday, but I prefer it on a Tuesday. I feel as if now with that recovery capability, it's just so much better, and I feel a lot better in myself. Saturday generally is a Pilates day, if that be some form of mat Pilates, reformer Pilates. Now, Pilates was initially created for spinal health. So because I have osteoporosis and also sciatica in my family, literally with my dad, I know that for me, Pilates is going to be so important because of the load that I'm under. I also feel as if my connection to my lower body and to my glutes is even better than I've had before. And also to my upper body, I'm able to brace, I'm able to engage my core, because I have a very weak core genetically, and that's something that I do have to take into consideration. No one ever really taught me how to brace, and that's something that I feel like is so underrated with training. And I feel as if I wish I knew how to brace earlier, because I feel like it's one of the fundamentals of lifting. And now I'm, able to brace, able to breathe through the movement. I feel like that's also propelled my training even further. And having this new setup, just purely because of how busy my work is, how I used to do 2 sessions, like abs cardio steps in the morning. I do that when I get time, but now I just do one big session. We don't all have the luxury of being able to take walks when we want. I really have to program them in intentionally so I get some sunlight exposure. I see a massive change in my mood for when I don't get out first thing or within the first few hours of me waking up, and then when I do. So now I know that I've got approximately half an hour, and I know it's so important for me to make sure that I am getting some form of sunlight exposure, because it does help with my energy levels. It does help with how I'm feeling in the day. And especially when most of us are sedentary, so we are sat at our laptops for the best part of 6, 8, 10, 12 hours, sometimes 14 hours, getting outside for those pockets of sunshine and taking those breaks. I see a massive change in my productivity and my mood. So generally, it's all about making sure I'm dialed in. And if you have a goal or you want to see meaningful change within your physique, it's about seeing what other variables you can control to make sure you can get the best out of your day and also your training session. So I just wanted to give you an update of where I'm at. I'm feeling good. When I went away, I dropped a few kilos, 2 kilos, but we're hoping to get that back. Training is progressing and flying. Absolutely just trying to give 100% to every element of my day. And I felt like it would be important to make sure I'm documenting that, even in these busy seasons of work and other family commitments and other life commitments, making sure that you can give 100%, whatever that may be, is so important. So I hope you enjoyed this update, this short and snappy update. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below, and any video suggestions, please leave them in the comments down below. But I'll see you next week for next week.